Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tim Wright again. I'm a tenant rep broker at Cushman & Wakefield. For the last 4 years, I've dedicated a ton of time to understanding what's going on in downtown Atlanta. Everybody has an opinion about downtown Atlanta, whether you like it or whether you like the history of it, or whether you're just hopeful about what is to come with downtown Atlanta. We're here to put all of your questions hopefully to rest and help answer some of the what's really going on down in downtown Atlanta. So today we got the privilege of going into CNN Center, or now it's called the Center. We've got some cool shots there to show you. We were also taken up to the very top of the brand new Mitchell building. That's the first ground up development for Centennial Yards. And where I'm at right now, this is Mitchell Street and Ted Turner, where the South Downtown Tech Bros have really set a flag in the ground for Project ELLE, and we're gonna talk about that. So come along for the ride. We've got a lot to cover, and I'm excited to share some updates on downtown Atlanta. Am I on? Mic's on? Okay. Hey, we're in the atrium of, again, what's now called the Center. What's going on here is they are redoing the bottom 2 floors, gonna totally redo the retail. Some things to note, they're about to decommission this ginormous escalator, which has had the Guinness World Record for a long time, being the largest. And as of right now, the globe, we don't know if that's gonna stay or go, but repositioning is the name of the game here. Yeah, that's it.
While we were taking a tour of the Center, we were led up to the very top where Ted Turner's secret apartment is. Unfortunately, for this video, we can't show what the inside looks like, but what we can show you is where it is on the building and in relation to Centennial Yards, the Gulch, and show you some of these views from that apartment of the downtown skyline.
As you can see, this is the apartment. You can see it's kind of like glued on top of the building here. And we'll get a couple of kind of bigger shots here to give you more context. So State Farm, you'll see, is kind of right behind it, as well as Mercedes-Benz. And next up, we're gonna go over to what's now called the Mitchell, which is one of the new towers at Centennial Yards, or otherwise known as the Gulch. So yeah, here it is.
Love how high the ceilings are in here.
Oh, this is amazing.
Is what I thought it was. I'm not positive on that.
Very cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting the backstage pass of Centennial Yards.
If you want to poke your head in here, we can.
Okay.
This is all the retail.
Got it.
We built this over the top of Elliott Street.
Oh, that's cool.
So now you got a gigantic plaza deck.
Yeah.
Now.
So you can hang out here and just walk across to your game and
so this
come back out?
3, maybe 4 tenants, food and beverage.
Okay.
And it'll spill out onto the plaza.
Got it.
So I mean, it should be pretty cool.
Retail tenants, do you think they'll have 2 floors within this? Or is this just super high ceiling?
Not sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
they do what they want.
It might, It has the possibility for that.
And this is the apartment tower, right?
Yes.
Next door is the hotel.
Next door is the hotel.
Okay.
You got 3.5 floors of parking underneath you here.
Okay.
It goes underneath MLK.
Wow.
So
where does that shoot out?
to that other building.
Okay. If I'm coming to park here, I guess this is the ramp right here? You turn on?
You can enter in on Mitchell, you can enter in from MLK,
cool.
to park retail parking.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on the roof. What's this? Oh, we're going up. This is so cool. We're on top of the Mitchell. This is the first building. Centennial Yards has gone from ground to top. We're a new ground up development. We're gonna pop the drone up and get some shots, show you just how close we are to the stadium here. Okay, so we're on the 14th floor right now. There's your elevators. Wow. So this is one of the corner units overlooking the stadium. Nice patio. So you know what they're going to rent these apartments for?
Probably $2.75 a square foot, something like that.
It's pretty healthy.
Don't quote me on that, but
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
so from here you kind of also see the hotel amenity deck space. So the hotel pool is going to face more of the bins,
Okay.
and then you'll have a big outdoor deck space over there that'll, you know, outdoor events, hosting weddings, stuff like that.
Are they going to get this screen operational pretty soon here?
So yeah, here's what's so complicated. Like, this site is one of the most complicated things I've ever been a part of. But these bridges can only support certain weights. So you can't use like crawler cranes on the bridges to do steel. So we're having to do these at night. When the tower crane comes down, 'cause that tower crane has to be taken down from the entertainment district site.
Oh,
Because you can't put assist cranes and stuff on the bridges.
jeez.
And so logistically, it's a challenge. Which what you also don't see is another 5 floors underneath the bridge.
Wow.
And so there's another, 60 feet or more underneath the bridge there. And so it's pretty fascinating how all this come together. But
Yeah, it is.
we're working a night shift to put these boards up,
Okay.
and we'll cover them for a while.
Okay. So 2 floors of retail and then amenity deck. Is that what I'm seeing?
So the bottom floor there on the hotel is a big restaurant space.
Okay.
So hotel type restaurant.
Yep.
And then the next floor is ballroom, a lot of meeting space, stuff like that.
Okay, that makes
And
sense.
then on the other corner is a fitness center that has a lot of energy. I mean, you'll be able to see it.
Yeah.
You'll feel the game. You'll feel the stuff in the entertainment district.
Yeah. Very cool.
But yeah, it's changed this whole intersection
Oh yeah.
completely. What's it going to look like?
Centennial Yards. It's finally happening. How many units per floor? Depends. 14? Okay. This is it. Main and main right here.
Doesn't get much better than this.
No. I'm imagining, it's like hundreds of people that are walking into the game at one point. Yeah. This is tenant amenities on this floor?
Yeah.
And the pool?
Resident amenities, yeah.
Okay, got it. And the pool's on the other side of this?
Right on the back side.
Okay.
So you
All
got
right.
fitness,
I'm just getting oriented.
Space, places to work from home,
Yeah.
stuff like that. But then you got this whole terrace. It's pretty
Yeah.
nice.
Cool.
You got an internal road that'll connect basically from here to the existing viaduct.
Okay.
And then you got Cosm that'll sit in that corner there.
Yeah.
What we're calling the D building sits over in this general area. So that's the 2-story, maybe food and beverage, retail, stuff like that.
Got it.
And it's kind of more over in that area. And then the hotel footprint basically gets into the CNN deck
Okay.
and over the rail. And so the hotel there. And then this will be, right now we've got a 5,000 seat music venue planned for this right here. So
Okay. We're rolling? We're rolling. All right, here we go. We're going to take off. We're going to take a little aerial tour of old downtown Atlanta. This is looking down. I'm waving. I look like I have way less hair than I thought I did. Here we go. So here we are. This is Mitchell Street down in, they call South Downtown. So winding the clock back maybe about 10 years, there was this group called Newport. They were a German investment group. They acquired 50-something properties here in South Downtown. And something unfortunate happened. They were hoping to get some more office leasing done that would help with their pro forma, and their investment would start generating some return. Unfortunately, the economy, interest rates, all that stuff changed, and their investors ended up pulling the plug on them. So this big slew of properties was basically headed to the courthouse steps and was going to be just sold at a discount and probably broken up into a bunch of different individual owners. And who knows what would have happened to this neighborhood if it would ever get redeveloped, or people just tend to like to hold on to downtown properties for a really long time. Everybody thinks that their property is worth a lot more than what it might be individually. So what ends up happening is things just don't get developed. So a Christmas miracle happened. We have John Birdsong, David Cummings, and a handful of other guys in the tech world. They ended up acquiring all of it right around Christmas time, and they have this project going on. They call it Project ELLE, and as you'll see in this drone shot, they're at the corner of Bishop and Mitchell Street. They're going to be basically creating this strong corridor of retail, and it's more of the epicenter of their first phase. It's all in prep for the World Cup. They've said that they're going to spend at least $100 million in getting it going. You have anything from housing to retail to street side activations and whatnot. So this is your update on South Downtown. There's a lot more to come. It seems like every month we get a new update on what these guys are up to, and that's it. Let's go to the next one. So what we're looking at now, this is the 5 Points MARTA station. It's right next to Underground Atlanta and right adjacent to 2 Peachtree. The city acquired 2 Peachtree about a year ago, and their plans are to convert this ginormous building. It's about 750,000 square feet to affordable housing. And right next to that, there is a proposed redevelopment of 5 Points MARTA. There was kind of an uproar about, okay, are we gonna be in the middle of redeveloping this thing right as the World Cup happens? And as of, I think about a month ago, they ended up putting the project on hold. So it would still be functional while we, have the world showing up to our backyard. There's just so many other projects right in this 5 Points corridor. You've got Underground Atlanta with Shanil Alani and all their plans. There's been talks of student housing over there. There's also a handful of these buildings in the Fairly Poplar District, which is this really tight grid of buildings. There's plans of redeveloping a couple of these office buildings over to a residential use. And that's kind of your scoop for this sort of 5 Points area. Moving on to the next one. So what I'm getting close to on the drone here, this is, it looks like something out of The Walking Dead. The Atlanta Constitution, before the AJC was the AJC, it was the Atlanta Constitution, and this was their office building. I'm not sure exactly when this was built, but early 1900s probably. It's been neglected for quite some time. We've got some trees growing on top, and we've got a lot of, I don't even know if there's any windows still in place with the building, but to my knowledge, they've put out an RFP for designers to help think and reimagine. Oop, I just lost signal of the drone.
Oh.
Let's
What does that mean?
it's gonna start flying home, hopefully.
Oh.
Or we're gonna start driving. We're gonna try to capture the drone signal.
Oh.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here it goes. We're live again. Look at this thing. This thing is flying itself. So to answer the questions, there's actually something that's going to happen with this building. It's been decades of talk, but stay tuned on this.